for a few days, and I guess what happened is that Superman found some kryptonite, and it was out of action for a while. When I was a toddler, I believe I was Superman, and that was not going to suffer any problems, that I was never going to die. So I'm trying to stay true to my wish because, as many of you know, I had two airplane crashes. I had, now that I think, a couple of car crashes, one is strong. And I also had a fight with a tree that I was trying to cut a branch of it, and the tree won the fight. So I fell from a good height and damaged my tendon on my right shoulder. But it's fine now. So what have I done in these days that I actually, one of the things was I really had no voice to come out and say something, because one of the problems with the kryptonite that I found was that affected my throat. I had sore throat for a few days, a lot of phlegm, so that would have been very awkward for me to get out and talk in that situation. So, but I had a great week. I found also, I'm trying to recover, regain my pilot's license that I lost because of, I guess, absent-minded from as my fault, but also bureaucracy. Because in aviation, we understand that a pilot license does not expire as long as there is a medical license that a medical certificate that accompanies it, and and I enjoy good health, so to me it was not an issue to get that medical certificate. But they still said, from my country, Colombia, where they have a humongous bureaucracy, where their job is not to help people but to become an obstacle for what they want to do. So they send a letter certifying to the FAA here in the US that my license had expired. And that could be true in reference to Colombia, but Colombia belongs to the ICAO, and that's an organization that reciprocates on on licenses and certificates, as long as they are accompanied by the license from the original country. So I'm in that process to recover my pilot license, because the bureaucracy from Colombia, they enjoy being an obstacle to the citizens. So this this past weekend, I met a retired helicopter pilot from the army that owned a Cessna 172, and I was in conversation with him, and an Oriental guy, Jeffrey, which is being my instructor for the training that I need to go through to demonstrate that I am proficient, I'm safe, and that I can be up there flying without becoming um, danger to other pilots or other people. So this helicopter pilot gave me a very good deal to rent me his airplane while I'll do my training, and possibly also once I get my license back to be able to rent it from him to go and have those $100 hamburgers that today they are not 100, they're like 150 because a um, because of the depreciation of our dollar, everything goes up in price. But I'm very happy for that. And I flew 2.3 hours last Friday um, with the owner of the airplane and with my instructor, Jeffrey. The owner of the airplane's name is Lyle. So that was good. We did some maneuvers and also some pattern work with takeoffs and landings because I feel very confident. I feel good um, managing the airplane and on my takeoffs and landings. But I need to correct that I'm coming high and I'm fast. So that's no good when you're operating on a short runway. So, but I'm working on that. Actually, I'm also working on my flight simulator in the computer. And this past Sunday, I did some landings that I was happy with that because the type of landings that you don't know if you already landed or not because you didn't feel anything, those are good landings. So I also visited a friend that he's 101-year old. I saw him at the celebration of his 101, and I told him that I wanted to visit him again. His birthday was on August 2nd, and I went to talk to him on Saturday. So we had a good chat, and this fellow is an inspiration because what could a 101-year-old guy could be doing at this time? What? Just building an airplane? That's okay. I mean, it's his 14th airplane that he's building. So I have an idea. I want to offer uh, to him some voluntary help because if he accepts it, that I go and help him, I might make his work a little bit easier, and I could learn something. So that's the idea. I also flew with the Civil Air Patrol on August 9. That was the Saturday before this past Saturday. But what was good on those flights was that I actually finished my training to participate in the rescue missions or search missions as a mission scanner. With the Civil Air Patrol, there are basically like four activities that we can provide for those missions. As a pilot, as a mission observer, that is basically a fellow on the right side is kind of the co-pilot and helping the pilot with some of the load of the flying, like um, some of the communications. There's also the mission scanner that goes in the back, and this person is supposed to be watching outside to try to find what we're looking for. Either some uh, remains of an airplane that crashed, and that's why we were asked to go out there and try to find it, or maybe after some natural disaster, we also go out with the Civil Air Patrol to document problems, document damages. So it was good that I participated in a couple of exercises, and that qualified me to continue participating in those missions as a mission scanner. And I will work now um, to become a mission observer, which is the one on the right side of the pilot, which kind of puts you closer into the activity of flying the airplane. So that's my my kind of my goal in there. Another thing that happened, very interesting, is that I made an investment about 2 years ago in a company called Blockchain Sports. One of the few projects that I'm involved in, because I consider myself an entrepreneur, I'm involved in a project where we help people switch from always paying certain essential bills like our telephone service, our internet access, our healthcare, our electricity, our ID protection, home security. Those services, we always have to pay for them. But with this project, this company that I'm involved with, we help people switch from always paying to now getting paid to use those services. So that's something that if somebody's interested in that, I can give him some links and let him become a part of it. So about the investment of 3 years ago, it was with in a project called Blockchain Sports, which is disrupting sports. It's building academies for um, for football. That's how we say it in Spanish, football. Um, in English, it's called soccer because they have the American football, and but our football is the soccer of the Americans. But even the English people and most the rest of the world, they call it football. So that's the main sport that blockchain sports is involved in. They also started um, getting involved in m- motorcycle racing and drift racing. The drift is a little awkward, but it's something that is very, um, very popular in Japan. In Japan, they do a lot of those races of drifting, the cars sliding from one side to the other and try and racing to the top, doing those slidings all the time. So we use a coin for that particular project called Atla. And in the investment that we did, there were several different packages. And as you would invest more, you will get more coins. So in all the packages that I bought, I actually got 25,000 coins. And those coins, although they are, what's the word for that? They're kind of luck that we can only access certain amount of them as time goes by. And, well, we hadn't launched before. We just launched this weekend on Sunday. So it was really not a big issue to think about those coins. But the thing was that for the license, I mean, for the launching or for the launch of those coins, um, we were expecting for them to come up with a price like 25 cents or 30 cents, 50 cents for the per coin. So in 25,000 at 50 cents, well, that's 12,500. So that basically will pay for my investment. But to our surprise, in the launch, the coin went up to more than $10. That was on Sunday. And it is still holding above 10. So that's good. That's impressive because on 25,000 coins, now if they hold that price, now I have $250,000. Now, that tells us something else. That's something else that it tells us is that our dollar is worth nothing now. Because when it is compared to other things or used to value other things, and we have to give a lot of dollars for those other things, means that our dollar is very cheap, is no has lost a lot of value. But anyway, we have to adjust at things. So I have a little bit of silver. I don't have much gold. A lot of people have a lot of gold. And gold, I believe, is about $3,000 an ounce. So that's pretty good. I believe silver that I have some is like $37 an ounce. And some of my silver, I bought it at $30 a while ago, like in 2010. So that wasn't a good buy for me. But anyway, the reason I bought it is because I understood the intrinsic value of silver. Because silver is good for manufacturing, and for that reason, it's going to keep the value. So, and at this time that we're in the launch, there is a great opportunity for people to take advantage of that surprising price that our our Atla coin is coming up with in the market. So we have a promotion right now that well, it will change tomorrow. The value will go it will go high price at 30% less of what it is being priced now in the market. So if it is priced at $10 in the market, I guess you could buy it at $7. But let's say that you could buy it tonight or tomorrow morning. If you contact me, I can give you the link so you can buy using my link and you can get those coins for 20 cents. So today I actually bought 1,000 of those coins, 20 cents a piece, when the price is already $10, $10.30. So that's a great pricing to buy those coins, provided the price is going to stay there. That is very possible because this is not a launch of a coin only. We are launching an ecosystem. We are launching a blockchain that will provide for other ventures to use the blockchain to offer transparency and integrity. And there are also academies that have been built in Brazil and Dubai. So they are building academies in Dubai also, and the prince from Dubai, they have sunk a lot of money into this project. So that's why I tell people, hey, this project is not going to die for lack of money. And the acceptance in the population is looking pretty good because if the coin is demanding a premium of $10 a coin, that's fantastic for the founders. I mean, I think it's fine for the buyers because a coin that they can buy at $10 that in the future could go to 50, 100 because like I said, it's not just a coin. We are launching an ecosystem. And it's not just for football. It's going to be in all sports. We have motorsports. We have drift. We'll probably approach um, rugby, um, possibly American football or basketball, tennis, cricket. So all the sports in the world can benefit from what we're offering from the blockchain sports. Cyclings. So it's a it's a fantastic deal. It's a great opportunity. I'm very happy I got involved. So that's what I wanted to comment to you. So this has been a long talk since I didn't talk before. So contact me, leave me a message under the video that you're watching if you're interested on anything. I also founded a Facebook group called um, Healthy and Wealthy 65 and over. And you can join that Facebook group if you have the qualifications, if you are older than 65. And I put a couple of questions there, so please answer the questions so I have some understanding of what is your intention with the Facebook group, and if you're going to help and collaborate. So that's what I wanted to share, and I'll see you next time. And I will basically make this video in Spanish, but I'm going to make it tomorrow because tonight is already a little late. So see you next time.